Today's weather is sponsored by Milner and Orr, funeral home and cremation services. Locations in Paducah, Lone Oak, Barwell, Arlington, and Wickliffe. Good evening, I'm meteorologist Bo Dotson. It's October 3rd, 2016. I wanted to update everybody on Hurricane Matthew. Hurricane Matthew is moving off to the north-northeast, and over the next 24 hours will pass by Cuba, western part of Cuba, and Haiti. Haiti will likely take the brunt of this category 4 hurricane. There could be some slight strengthening over the next 6 hours. This is a very dangerous storm, and as it emerges into the Bahamas, interest along the East Coast, including Florida, Georgia, Carolinas, and Virginia, should closely monitor updated forecasts. The trend over the past 24 hours has been to shift the track westward. 72 hours ago, it looked like the system would stay offshore, but it's looking more and more like it may shift more towards the west-northwest, and that could mean some impacts for southern Florida and up the east coast of Florida. Perhaps further westward, there won't be as much impact. That includes the Florida Panhandle. But the east coast of Florida and southern Florida certainly could feel some impact from this hurricane. Let's take a look at the latest National Hurricane Center track forecast. This is the current position south of Haiti, a little bit to the southeast of Jamaica. Here's Cuba. The system by Wednesday afternoon will be over the Bahamas. So on Tuesday and then Wednesday, this is the path that Matthew is expected to take. Past Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon, the system will shift more and more towards the northwest. And you can see at 2 p.m. on Thursday, the National Hurricane has the center very close to or east of Miami, Florida. It is after that that the system will turn a little bit more towards the north and eventually northeast. This is the cone of uncertainty. Anywhere you see this cone here is where the system could track. So it could track quite a bit to the east. It could track quite a bit to the west. This is the center point of the track forecast. Hurricanes are notoriously difficult to forecast past day 2. The confidence level for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is lower than it is for Tuesday and Wednesday. Models don't do that well with tracks of hurricanes or, for that matter, strength. The islands down here, Haiti and Cuba, should break up the hurricane just a little bit. So as it emerges into the Bahamas, it may be a category 2 or 3 hurricane. We'll see. Some weakening is likely to occur. But then after that, it is very possible that Matthew could strengthen again. And as it moves to the east of Florida or along the Florida coast, we could be dealing with a category 3 or 4 hurricane. Anyone with travel plans or that are already vacationing in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas need to start thinking about evacuation plans over the next few days. North Carolina has already declared a state of emergency. Florida has already declared a state of emergency. Georgia and South Carolina may very well do the same over the next 24 hours. Basically, you want to think about what happens if this hurricane continues to move in this direction. At some point, you may have to at some point you may have to change your travel plans, airports, car rentals, that sort of stuff. You won't want to wait until the last minute because everyone else will be doing the same thing. So anyone vacationing in Orlando to the Florida Panhandle, I would encourage you to continue to watch the track of this hurricane. But I think currently the forecast is for the system to stay a bit to the east of there. Remember, a hurricane's not one center point. This will be a large storm, and it will encompass many, many square miles. It's not just a point on the map. So even if the system stays offshore, the feeder bands from it will still impact parts of Florida and then further northward as well. So keep that in mind. Many of you that are vacationing in southern Florida, you already need to be thinking about what you're going to do because it's Monday night now. We know the storm is going to move into the Bahamas by Tuesday night into Wednesday, and then further northwest and north from there. All right, so that's the latest. The trend has been westward, and that is some change from 24 hours ago. Remember, I keep telling you that anything past a day or two with hurricane forecasting is very low confidence. there could continue to be shifts in the eventual track of this hurricane.